Hey guys, welcome into this edition of Culinary Clice. Today we're going to do spinach and artichoke casserole. The basis behind this is a keto friendly meal. It's a new year. You've made New Year's resolutions. You want to lose weight. And keto is a great option. I'm not pushing it on anybody, but I ran across this recipe and it sounds delicious. So let's just go ahead and get right at it. I hope y'all enjoy. All right, so here we go. Starting off with some cream cheese, using a whole package, as much as you can. Now I'm going to add, this is, I believe, an 8 ounce. It's the smallest thing, I believe, of sour cream. And what you'll see, a lot of these ingredients are actually in a lot of keto dishes if you decide to get trying to not waste any, as you can see, me being very diligent in getting it out. Put the lid on and throw it away. But here I am. I'm heading into. I'm pouring in some heavy whipping cream, and as I'm mixing it up, first I'm using a spoon to kind of try to get that cream cheese broken down, and I probably should have heated it up beforehand, but I didn't, to get it softer. But I'm not using any ingredients because I found this recipe on a website, and it's one of those that tells you the ingredients but not how much you should use. And here I am about to start whisking it up. So I add whipping cream, as you'll see, 2 or 3, 4 times, and I ended up adding too much, and the final product was a little runny, but it still tasted good. And it's really, you spend more time mixing this up than it almost takes to cook. And I'll go ahead and tell you, the recipe called for you to bake it at 375 for 20 minutes, and I ended up making it go 25, and you top it with cheese, and you'll see it at the end. But I put a whole bag that has 2 cups of cheese in it, and it probably calls for 1. I couldn't get the cheese to melt, so I ended up broiling it to get it to melt to finish it off. But you have to know, I'm not much of a baking person, so it's fun though. Probably should have used a blender as long as it took me, but I didn't, because hard work pays off. So I should be getting maybe to where I'm going to be adding more ingredients. And one thing, all this stuff, keto is heavily based on taking in a lot of fat. Healthy fats, and that's why whipping cream's used a lot, and sour cream and all that. Here I am adding in some Parmesan cheese, quite a hefty little dump. I think I may even add some more, but it called for Parmesan cheese, and it probably meant sliced, but when I went to the store to get the ingredients, I didn't have, I forgot Parmesan cheese, so I just went with the old grated. It's great, I'll tell you. So really the only thing, I did ask the Google spinach and artichoke recipes, and that's how I came across this. Here I'm adding in some minced garlic. Probably put too much. Now I'm going to add some pepper and salt. I still hate those things. It's hard to open. Probably put in too much pepper too. probably wasting your time if you're still watching, but I start getting to the main ingredients soon. You got to mix all this stuff up first before. Now I'm adding in chicken. Canned chicken. I did it because it calls for shredded chicken, and that's already cooked, and it's easy to mash down. Here I am mashing it down to get it more in a shredded texture. Probably should have done that beforehand, but you know, I didn't have time. I was hungry. I had to get going. Here comes the spinach, and it's the Popeyes spinach. And here comes the artichokes, and they were artichoke hearts, and I have to break them down as well. I probably should have had that more prepared too, but you probably really save time by doing it the way I actually did it. Doing a little manual breaking down of it because the whisk and the spoon weren't quite doing the trick. Trying to scoop it off. It's really a messy project. I got some on the bowl. And it looks like I'm sponsored by Great Value whipping cream because I left it in the picture. So now it's time to go get the casserole dish. Pour it all in. It's a 9 by 13, a traditional recipe size. Probably should have made it smaller because only 2 people will probably eat it. And I've already eaten it. It's pretty good. And you can lose a lot of weight on keto if you stick to it. And I recommend dirty keto, which allows you to eat processed foods like bologna. You got a little on the table. And now here comes the mozzarella cheese to top it off. And I didn't do this, but if you time everything right, you would actually preheat your oven. That way it's beeping, ready to go. And then you throw it in, but I waited till afterwards. But that's pretty much it, guys. You just top it, and I got it. I ended up burning it a little bit because I roasted it, because I boiled it. But I'm no culinary expert, but I can cook sometimes, and pretty much every time I've cooked so far, it's came out good. So maybe it's most times. But until next time, guys. See ya.